Well, thank you guys for allowing me to sit in with you here today. I know you have to go, but I'll work with them and let them know about the tool we have here. It's an amazing resource called launchmycareertx.org. It's a website, and we've already started up here. And although you guys have chosen different careers and different post-secondary educational paths, we want to look at this tool to compare your options for after graduation. It also lists the current hot jobs and hot skills out in the workplace as well. So let's start with you, Jared. I know you plan on pursuing civil engineering. You're taking some civil and architectural engineering here at Longview High School and have chosen your high school endorsement based on that interest. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's look at launchmycareertx.org to see which public post-secondary institutions in Texas offer the degree that you're going to need to become a civil engineer, which, by the way, if you look at these hot jobs right here, is number 13 on the list. Let's start there by clicking on the link under hot jobs. So let's see if we can just click on there and then scroll it. So if you want to go to what job I want, and you can type in civil engineering, you just have to be. Click on job. Right there in the box, you can type civil engineering. So you can see that a plethora of information is going to pop up here. The first thing you'll notice is the average first year wages. It's right there, really big and bold for you to see. You can also see the number of available current jobs. If you want to scroll down, there's a projection for jobs in 5 years. So in 2022, and the percentage change that is. As you can see, it's a positive change. So it looks like that career field is growing, okay? So we've looked at the salary. You can even see skills and responsibilities. If you click on there, and those are specific for that job, and you can look at the degree distribution. And what that's going to tell you is it's color-coded here, and it shows you high school or equivalent are in that field. So they don't have any sort of certification, bachelor's degree, or graduate degree of any sort. But you might notice that the purple here is prevalent, and so that's going to be, the majority of people in that field are going to have at least a bachelor's degree, and then you'll see here that some even attain the graduate degree. So we want to see which schools in Texas offer your degree program. So if you'll go to a select affiliated major, click on that, you'll see that you have 11 different public universities or colleges in the state of Texas to choose from. So you can click on one that you like and click on go. This page right here is all about your ROI, which is actually your return on your investment. So what you're investing to go to school, what you're going to get back in your career. So you can see the average cost of the degree here. You can see your average first year wages there. You could see how much this choice would pay off over 20 years versus if you didn't get anything more than a high school diploma. You can see here that it takes 0 years to launch, which means once you attain that degree, you can go right out into your career field. You can also scroll down and it'll show you the percentage of people in this field currently are deeply interested in the work they do. You could see 92% are satisfied with their personal life today. And we all know that our personal life is impacted by our career choices, where we work, how much time we spend at work, how much time we get away from work, satisfaction while you're at work, the stress level and all of that. All of those play into those statistics there. So let's click right here on that star beside add to favorites. And because you already know what you want to do and you know your major, let's go look at different schools that you might be interested in. So if you'll select a different school. All right, so you may notice here that your years to break even has changed. I believe it was 6 at the last school that you chose, and now it's 8.
So choosing the school which offers a quicker return on your investment might be a factor for you to consider.
Exactly. So click again on add to favorites, and let's go ahead and compare the two things that you've chosen. So if you'll click on compare your favorites in the top right hand corner, Both of those schools that you've chosen are listed below. So click on the bubbles to the right. And just to show you, for each of those, it's saying that they require the master's degree. So you're comparing the same degree level, master's to master's, between the two schools that you've chosen. So run comparison report. Great. On this page, you can see the average ROI. Both of them, you can go straight into your field. So both of them have 0 years to launch. You can see the average net price. As you can see between the two that you've chosen, the price differs. Also, you can see your acceptance rate. So in this school over here, it's 66%, and this is 76%. So this school over here accepts more people than this one does. So that tells us that that's maybe a little more competitive, or maybe a smaller program. And then percentage of students who graduate in 6 years. At this school, it's 31. At this school, it's 59%. So hopefully that means that they're just taking longer in the program and not dropping out of it. But it could also mean that that's a very competitive program too. So those are things to consider when you are looking at the different schools that you're interested in going to. You can't actually save from computer to computer. So if you'll scroll down, you can click on download PDF to save it to your computer, or you can print it if you want to keep it long term.
Can you show me how this website can help me with my career, since I want to get to it as soon as I graduate high school?
Yeah, so you're more interested in like a certification program, right? Okay, let's see. Let's start with a fresh version of launchmycareertx.org. So if you want to type that in. All right, and if you want to click on what job I want, and you said welder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just type that right in there. You'll notice that this screen looks familiar, as we've already seen it when looking at civil engineering. So just like we saw before, you can see everything from the current available jobs, the average first year wages, the projection for jobs in the year 2022, even skills and responsibilities specific to your job. If you'll see that if you scroll up just a bit, if you'll click on skills and responsibilities, all of those are required for your job. And then degree distribution. What you'll notice, you see the color difference between the two different degrees that we're looking at? See, this one has more green, which means high school or equivalent. So the majority of people who are in this field have high school diplomas or the equivalent, and then some have certificates or associate's degrees, but you don't see a whole lot with the graduate degree, or a couple have bachelor's degrees. Whereas civil engineering required higher degrees, this shows that most welders hold a high school diploma or equivalent. Welding jobs do require the certificate, so you'll see at the top, because it does require that certificate, let's go here into welding technology. You can add this one to your favorites just like he did, and you can go through different schools just like Jared did. But since you've already seen that, let's look at some other options available to you through this tool. If you'll click here on the yellow button entitled Calculate Your Lifestyle Goal, this box allows you to choose where you want to live after school, what type of home you want to live in after school, what method of transportation you will use, whether you're going to take the car to get to school, the bus, or whatnot. It's going to put all of those calculations in there for you. It's kind of like a budgeting system. It does ask if you plan to be married and how many children you plan to have. And I know that not all of these things are things that you're going to know right now. I mean, you're still in high school, and that's totally okay. But what it does, it allows you to set some goals, and it puts some financial values to those goals to help you choose a program that's going to be beneficial to you, that allows you to get a good ROI, or return on your investment for school, in order to be able to pay for all of that. So that's a really cool part of this website as well. So how do you guys feel about launchmycareertx.org?
I think it's helpful.
You think it's a tool you can use? And
I believe it will help me choose better choices for my career.
awesome, great. Well, we at the Longview Chamber of Commerce wanted to make sure that we shared this information with you guys, your counselors, your teachers, your parents. We hope you'll share it with your parents and your peers. If either of you have further questions about how it works or just need guidance with it, your teachers and counselors here are going to be your experts that you can go to. I just want to thank you guys so much for letting me be here, and I cannot wait to hear how this has impacted your life.